Living things are divided into plants and animals. There are more than 3 lakh different kind of plants. How can anyone study so many different plants? They are classified. They can be done if we divided them into the groups. Grouping things based on the different characteristics is called as a classification. When we classify things, we sort them into the groups. When we sort, we put together things that are similar in the same way. It becomes easier to study things. How can we classify plants? We can sort them into the two groups depending on whether they have flower or not. So we can sort them as flowering and non-flowering plants. The plants that bear a flower are called flowering plants. The plants that have fruits also bear a flower. That is because it is a flowering that later turns into the fruit. The plants that do not bear a flower are called as non-flowering plants. The plants is divided into two groups, flowering and non-flowering plants. The plants are not the same in size. Some are big, some are small. Plants that grow very tall are called as trees. Trees have stems that are hard and strong. They are called as trunks. Trees have branches in the upper part much above the ground. A plant of medium height are called shrub. Shrub have a strong stem, but it is not thick like a trunk. Shrub have branches close to the ground, so they don't grow very tall. Herbs are plants that are very short. Herbs are less than 2 meters tall. Creepers are plants with a weak stem. They cannot stand up straight and spread on the ground. Climbers are plants that grow on a support. Means plant is classified trees, herbs, creepers, shrubs, and trunks. We long do plant life. Different type of plants have different leaves. Some plants grow and die in 1 year. Such plants are called as annual plants. Some plants live for 2 years. They are called biennial. Biennial grow in the first season and bear a fruit and flower in a second season. Perennial plants live for more than 2 years. Perennial plants bear fruit and flower all their lives. Plants annual, biennial, and perennial. What did we just learn? Based on whether or not plant have flowers, we can classify them as a flowering and non-flowering plant. Based on a size of plant, we can classify them as a tree, shrub, and herbs. Trees very tall, shrub not more than 2 meters tall, herbs is a very short plants. The plants with a very weak stem are called climbers or creepers. Climbers climb on the support and creepers spread on the ground. We can classify plants based on their lifespan to annual, flower and die in 1 year. biennial, flowers and die in 2 years, perennial, keep flower and bear fruit all their